Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I'm the Gray Strega, and we are doing the daily collective read for today, Thursday, February 16th, 2023. I am doing this reading from the Rockbox Annex, where you can find me doing in-person readings twice a week in Morristown, New Jersey. You can go to their site to book an in-person reading with me at rockboxannex.com. We are going to get started with the daily collective read. So let's find out what is coming through with the cards for today. Can I please get the first 5 cards for our 5-card spread? First card coming through today. This card was in its reversal yesterday, so very intriguing. We have communication coming through right now with this Knight of Wands. So this is an energy that has shifted from yesterday, wanting to make some new communication. So anticipate communication coming through today. This could have a bit of a new energy to it. So new passions, new communication, new projects coming through and being the focal point for today. Continuing to get clarity on our cards. The next one is, may I please get the next two? We've got 2 cards coming up for the second card in our spread. There is that Ace of Wands again that we pulled just a couple of days ago. And we love this because this is a moment that we are also seeing it with the Ace of Swords in its reversal. Now, this is very intriguing because I do believe we've seen this combination recently as well. So we are seeing that this is a bit of a tricky moment for some of you, because what we are really seeing here is that this is a moment that is requiring you to have a moment of surrender in some aspects, but allowing for a moment of victory in others. So there are some things that you're potentially letting go of right now, putting aside, but you are understanding that that moment of letting go is what is allowing you to have this victory at this point. And we see here immediately very clearly why you are letting this this moment or this situation come to a point where you are letting go or you are abandoning it. There is a moment of surrender that is required here, because on top of this, at the very same time, you have all of these new experiences, all of this new creative, passionate energy coming through with these new energies that are coming towards you right now with this Ace of Wands energy. So I love seeing these 2 cards in combination right now. Continuing to get clarification on these cards, the next card we are receiving right now in our 5-card spread. May I please get the next card? We've got 2 more cards coming out for our center spread, and those are, this would do a lot, makes a lot of clarity for some of that energy that you are surrendering right now, because while we do see that there are new energies that are coming towards you right now in a very positive, productive, direct, fast fashion with this Knight of Wands energy, we see that there is that other, and that would explain this Ace of Wands that we see coming towards you right now. Here is that moment of surrender that we are also seeing around an oppositional energy that is potentially coming towards you right now with a Page of Swords in its reversal and the 7 of Wands in its reversal associated with it. So for many of you, this is a choice between 2 different energies that we are seeing right now. One that is coming forward very clearly with their intentionality, with their passion, with their communication, while another, you are just not necessarily feeling that same level of intentionality. You could be looking at this and feeling like there is some fear around this energy, just some backing away that is occurring. And it is this moment that you are really making the choice to surrender away from this, because you are trying to move out of spaces that are causing conflict or making you feel that you have to defend things that do not necessarily require defending. There is something here that is speaking about you holding on to your own integrity and your own direction at this moment. And this is what is allowing you to make this choice on what you are choosing to surrender towards, away from, and what you are starting to embrace. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now. The next card we have in our 5-card spread. May I please get 1 card? This is causing a bit of emotional instability, specifically as it relates to the feminine energy right now. We are seeing this right now coming through with this Queen of Cups energy. This is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. And what we're really seeing is this is a moment right now where, again, feminine is making the choice specifically around some masculine energies that are coming towards them in a very productive, positive fashion with positive communication communication versus some energies that you do not feel are coming towards you in the same manner, or they're feeling blocked or causing some kind of friction point for you. This is a moment that you are allowing yourself to move away from it and abandon it, allowing this moment to be this consideration point where you don't feel that you need to kind of defend yourself against this energy. But this is something that can feel very hard today for the feminine, which is why we see them in this point of emotional deficit. This is what is allowing for this moment of surrender, even though it is difficult, but with also the eye on these new possibilities that are opening up to you at almost the same exact time. Whereas for masculine right now, we are seeing that there is this bit of conflict between the places that you're moving towards and the things that you're letting go of, specifically around potentially some feminine energy that you do not feel is in their emotional positive level, and feeling that something about this emotionality around this feminine energy is making it difficult for you to really be able to come forward, or giving you some uncertainty about how to come forward is what we're seeing, because there is this back and forth that is coming through more around the masculine energy. The final card for today's 5-card spread, may I please get the final card? This is coming through right now around a hermit in its reversal. So for masculine and feminine energy, this is the moment of really coming out of your shell, being able to tell yourself that you've learned the experience, the things that you needed to experience from some period of isolation that you've allowed yourself to have, and taking this opportunity to really kind of build these new social constructs, letting yourself have this moment where you're coming out of your shell. You understand that there may be too much time that you're spending on your own right now, and this is what is also driving you into these points of making these choices today. Thank you guys so much for the likes and the shares and the follows. We are going to continue to get clarity on this spread. Getting clarity right now between this energy of the Knight of Wands, along with the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands with the Ace of Swords in its reversal. So moving towards your passions right now, or having this passionate energy moving towards you, depending on whether you're aligning to masculine or feminine energy, and feeling that this is a moment of surrender, but also of a lot of opportunity coming towards you in that moment of surrender. May I please get one card to clarify? We've got it here with the 4 of Cups in its reversal. So for many of you, what you're really seeing right now is you feel like the time is now, that you're looking at the opportunities that are around you right now. You may have been feeling some dissatisfaction points with the options that were available to you. And this is what is really allowing you to have these new energies coming towards you right now, because you are allowing yourself to make the choice. You're allowing yourself to have this intuitive guidance as it relates to the choices that you're making. And this is what is allowing you to put down some offers that are not coming towards you in the way that you would ultimately desire, and instead moving with a lot of directionality and a lot of purpose towards those areas that are really going to allow you the best communication and the best possibility of passion as you go forward from this point. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now, getting clarity between this very strong combination of an Ace of Wands with that Ace of Swords in its reversal. So a moment of opportunity and success and communication coming through, but along with it, some kind of large surrender, but that is also bringing you some sort of success moment. We end clarifying between this energy that is associated potentially with this surrender, this Page of Swords in its reversal, along with the 7 of Wands in its reversal. So this is moving right now towards the things that you feel your success lies in, and allowing yourself to surrender away from any energies that are not coming towards you with the kind of vitality or assertiveness or matching your own energy, and not wanting to have to fight around this energy that is making you kind of fight your own integrity. May I please get one card to clarify? We have here coming through, this is the new communication coming through very strongly with the 8 of Wands. We've been seeing a lot of new communication coming through this week. And this is the moment, like I said, as you surrender from some of these energies that are not coming forward in a productive fashion, but instead moving towards the places that you feel that communication and passion is coming, as you're allowing yourself to move away from places that you feel you have to defend things that you don't necessarily need to defend. This is what is allowing new, strong, positive communication to to break through, even in the midst of that abandonment, that letting go process that you are currently experiencing right now. Continuing to get clarity on these very powerful cards, getting clarity right now between the Page of Swords in its reversal, along with the Seven of Wands in its reversal, and this Queen of Cups energy. So this is indicating feeling a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now. For masculine energy, this could be this moment of kind of backing away or choosing not to potentially fight around a manifestation of feminine that you feel has pulled away from their emotionality or is being overly emotional, while feminine right now is pulling away potentially from some outside and energy that they feel is not coming towards them in the right fashion or not defending or protecting them in the correct way. And this is what is causing some of this emotional either cut off or over emotionality for the feminine energy, as they feel that they don't want to have to defend things for themselves that do not require defending. May I please get one card to clarify? We have here coming through, this is a moment of deeper connection that is happening here. That there is something happening even in this journey right now, particularly for masculine or feminine, which is really allowing for a concentration to those karmic connections that you ideally feel are the most supportive, that are allowing you to build the legacy that you desire. And you are understanding the lesson that you do not necessarily need to defend or fight back against any energy that is going to give you this kind of emotional support and stability as you go forward. Feminine is feeling this very specifically, potentially turning away some manifestation of masculine that is not coming towards them in the proper way. While for masculine right now, this could be feeling a moment of weakness and an uncertainty in terms of how to go forward towards a feminine manifestation, but with a desire to try to amend or correct this imbalance. Continuing to get clarity right now on these cards, getting clarity between this Queen of Cups energy. So this feeling, particularly for feminine right now, of feeling an emotional lack or void or an over emotionality. And this is what's really driving you out of this moment of isolation. While as for masculine right now, there's some feminine that you are feeling is not necessarily coming towards you or representing themselves with a positive emotional space. And this is what's also driving you out of isolation right now as you try to potentially navigate this situation or scenario. May I please get one card to clarify? We have coming through here, rough day for feminine energy, coming through very specifically with both the combination of the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So there is something about this situation that is happening that is pushing the feminine out of isolation, but they are also feeling somewhat triggered around the situation because whatever it is causing, whatever this movement of this abandonment or this walking away from some situation or energy and moving towards the things that are more aligned to you, it is something that is very difficult. It's causing a bit of an emotional imbalance, and it's also making you feel a lack of potential material stability as you go forward from these points. While for masculine right now, what we're really seeing is, again, and we've been seeing this a lot with some of the masculine energy, there could be an attention right now paid to not one, but potentially two manifestations or two separate manifestations of feminine energy right now, but feeling that necessarily, potentially both of those energies are not necessarily in a place that is ideal for the masculine energy, that one is potentially more overly emotional and one is feeling less materially stable. And this is what's causing masculine to kind of go forward out of this period of isolation. Thank you so much for the gift, Mercy. I appreciate you. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now, getting clarity between this Four of Cups in its reversal. So this moment that you're experiencing right now where you are making some choices, you are following your higher intuition, this could express some dissatisfaction with the options that are available to you. So really allowing yourself this moment of higher intuitive insight as you go forward from this point, and you're utilizing your own communication powers or the communications coming towards you right now to help benefit this choice that you are making for yourself, for your highest good. May I please get one card to clarify? We have here a more clarification with that Knight of Swords in its reversal energy. So again, this is a moment where there has been some communication that has been reached or received, potentially For feminine energy, this is towards some energy that you may have communicated towards a representation of masculine and feeling like this energy is not necessarily matching you as it relates to the same degree of communication. Thank you so much for the gift, Mercy. While as for masculine right now, this is a desire to potentially communicate using your higher insight, but also feeling this moment of anxiety as it relates to going forward from this, trying to find a way forward, but also feeling a bit of that fear that's holding you back from being able to truly communicate the way that you truly ideally intend to, and potentially receiving this communication even in the wake of that inability to make that choice. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now, getting beautiful clarity between this lovely energy of the Eight of Wands and the Six of Cups. So this is, and communication potentially coming through around those supportive karmic energies that are in your space right now, the ones that are truly helping you, guide you forward, to help you have a determination on where you want to take your path from this point, and really putting a lot of communication and reliance on these energies that you feel are supporting you in this time. Potentially around some energies that are not being so supportive, around some masculine and feminine energy that we're clearly seeing here. May I please get one card to clarify? This is a moment of positivity we see coming through right now with the Sun card. So even in the midst of some conflicts going on with the feminine and masculine energy, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to, there is this higher degree of communication around your supportive systems, around those karmic connections that you truly feel have your back and are willing to kind of support and celebrate you to help you have a more positive outlook on this situation, and a lot of that communication happening today to help you address this circumstance. Continuing to get clarity right now on these cards between the Six of Cups. So this moment of really giving back to those karmic connections that are truly supporting you, truly creating that value in your life right now. And specifically for feminine right now, this could be because you yourself are having or experiencing a moment of feeling this internal instability, particularly as it relates to your immediate environment or the materialism around you right now. While as for masculine right now, this could be potentially trying to get support in light of some manifestation of feminine energy that you have your attention directed to, that you feel is causing some sort of ground like instability as it relates to your own materialism and your own plans and projects. May I please get one card to clarify? That's way more than one card, but we're going to read all of them because they all came out. This is a bit of a trigger point that's happening here for feminine and masculine energy, which is why we had so many cards come up. And I feel like a lot of this conversation that's happening today is potentially around these karmic connections and some of the situation we see between feminine or masculine energy right now. I have to point out all of the masculine cards right now are coming through with this Court Swords card reversal. So there is a lot of fear or trepidation that's potentially happening right now in the manifestation, the masculine's headspace, specifically because there is something that is feeling very vulnerable and triggering for the masculine right now that is bringing out some of their less positive coping mechanisms, we will say with this devil energy. And I feel like there's something about addressing some kind of connection that masculine is feeling is not necessarily in a positive place, that is causing them to feel vulnerable, that is causing them to potentially pull back. And feminine is also feeling it, because we see here that feminine is feeling this lack of stability or this lack of grounding right now, and they're trying to get insight on it from the energies around them, because this energy that they're experiencing from the masculine right now is making them feel vulnerable and is also triggering their own coping mechanisms or bringing to light something that is toxic around this manifestation of masculine that is not necessarily coming towards them with the kind of protective, strong energy that they would ideally desire in a manifestation. Very powerful cards for today. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now, getting clarity on so much of this masculine energy coming through right now with the swords in its reversal. So a moment right now where, again, masculine energy is not potentially feeling at like their most strong, and there is something about them kind of retreating or pulling back right now as they try to go after their own joy and try to seek their own joy and happiness. While as for feminine right now, this could be attention directed towards a masculine that you do not feel is coming towards you with the kind of intensity that you would ideally desire. And this is what's causing this return inwards to your own internal happiness. May I please get one card to clarify? This is what's allowing for new offers and new opportunities to come in. This is just further clarification of this energy we are seeing right now with this point of surrender and these new options coming through with the Ace of Swords in its reversal and the Ace of Wands in its upright. So for feminine right now, this is feeling right now that even though there are some energies right now that are not coming towards you in the way that you would desire, you are turning your attention and your positivity towards those energies that are coming towards you in a much more positive fashion, because we see here that there are other opportunities that are around feminine right now that are not necessarily in that detriment, and it's that energy that they're turning their attention to find their happiness and their joy. While for masculine right now, this could be feeling like a moment where, again, they're not necessarily feeling confident about the way to go forward in a certain way, going after your joy, but also trying to put together some kind of emotional expression or some kind of communication or some kind of emotional gift to really try to get you closer to those things that are going to bring you joy right now, even as you're pulling away from some certain other areas. Continuing to get clarity right now between this beautiful Sun card and this very problematic combination of cards with the King of Swords in its reversal, the Strength cards in its reverse, and the Devil energy. So again, for feminine right now, getting clarity between trying to move towards your joy, even in the face of a manifestation of masculine that you do not feel is coming towards you in a supportive fashion. And this is what is causing this vulnerability point and triggering some of this Devil energy, or making you kind of look at this connection from the perspective of it potentially being toxic or harmful to you right now. While for masculine right now, this could be a moment of moving towards your joy and not necessarily feeling at your most confident. And this is what is triggering this moment of vulnerability and bringing out some of your toxic traits. May I please get one card to clarify? Thank you guys so much for the likes, the shares, and the follows. This is a bit of a blockage point today that we're seeing with this Chariot card in its reversal, because what we really see with the Chariot card is a card that talks about being able to move things forward that need outside energy to assist in that endeavor. And so for masculine and feminine energy right now, there is this feeling of frustration that you are experiencing as it relates to the energies that are coming towards you right now, because while you're trying to stay optimistic about it, you aren't necessarily seeing those energies that you can truly align with, that are going to kind of want to continue with you on your journey in the direction that you are ideally hoping for. And while you're trying to like stay bright and positive on it, this is creating a bit of an immediate frustration point in your immediate field. Now for masculine, this could be feeling a lack of empowerment around your own self right now that's causing some of this difficulty in moving forward. While as for feminine right now, this could be looking at a particular manifestation of masculine who you had been hoping to move forward with in this fashion, but is proving unable to because of the place that you find them, which is this lack of support or this lack of stability or this lack of being able to come forward, but instead sticking into some of this Devil energy. The final card for today's spread, clarifying between these new offers, these new possibilities coming through right now with this Knight of Cups and this Chariot in the reversal. So for masculine, potentially trying to come forward right now and find ways that they can be more emotionally expressive to allow this Chariot to get back into its upright. While for feminine right now, this could be allowing or entertaining new energies coming towards you right now with the hopes that you can find this path going forward with them in a functional way. May I please have the final card for today's spread? I like it because we've got an Empress coming up as our final card. So even with some of the issues that we're seeing right now with the feminine, because we do see that there is a lot here around the feminine that is feeling kind of stagnant and stuck because of the energy of the masculine. We see here that with this attention to their own positivity and with the connections that we see occurring with those karmics that they're trying to kind of help bring themselves back out of this with, there is this sense of a deeper sense of appreciation of love of the self and really working on manifesting that love for yourself that is really going to help allow these new energies to come forward to you, and it's going to help you like really embrace the ones that you feel are meant to you and try to correct some of this Chariot energy in its reversal. While for masculine right now, this could be the turning of attention right now towards a manifestation of feminine who is your heart's desire, trying to come forward with this emotional gift in order to try to correct something and allow this movement forward that is desired with this manifestation. Final card for today's spread, bottom of the deck on this right now is, this is a 5 of Wands in its reversal. So what we're really seeing here for both masculine and feminine energy is the desire to end conflict. There is some fear about causing more conflict in the communication that you're creating. And it is this driving desire right now that we're seeing to try to prevent conflict that is potentially causing some of this reverse sword energy that we see around masculine, this desire, not like this, almost like feeling of fear right now in terms of communicating with some feminine representations for fear of doing more harm than good. While for feminine right now, this could be pulling away from some masculine energy that you feel is only creating discord or conflict in your life right now. But for masculine and feminine energy, we see here the desire is to try to create this moment of peace for themselves. And that is how we find them. Thank you guys so much for having this reading with me today. Just a reminder, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can book one on my website, graystrega.com. The link is in my bio, my private readings. And then if you'd also like to book a personal in-person reading, you can book me here at the Rockbox. I am here in Morristown on Thursdays and Fridays doing in-person readings. You can find that on the website to book that at rockboxannex.com. I want to thank you guys so much for having this reading with me today, and we will do this again tomorrow.